ore ga kire domo soshite boku o mite ganbarimasu ano ne y'all talking time just tick away you ain't clocking hours on the day all that watch is stopping what you claim dollar crosses real got me name hoping God just get me out this way.
I think that's everything. We should be good. Hello, what's going on? I want to get these out earlier. Sorry that it took as long as it did. I didn't get to record it last night, but came this morning. Kubera time. Like and subscribe if you're new here. Hit notifications to stay notified that we're on season 3, episode 185, The Other Side, part 3. Chirp, chirp, flutter. Crash. Ooh, is that one of Gandavra's like little tentacle thingies? Yes, it looks like it is. As that young Agni with the hold on. Can we just take a moment to appreciate? Even though I keep talking about this, it's not the first time I mentioned it, but the action, it's getting better and it's a little more frequent. And I just think it was like the missing ingredient to just make this like nice little clashes and confrontations. We can't stop them all. It's only a matter of time until they make it to land. If only Vayu were here. I guess fire and wind really are the ultimate combo. Agni, Vayu, I don't think anyone could stand up to you two. Makes sense. If there were at least another wind attribute god around, I could use a combo attack. And then, I think there's still hope that we can cooperate with other Sura. Hey, I like those glasses. Those are clean. All right. Young Sura come through. Bada boom, bada bing. I like Agni's facial expression here. He just like, Kubera, Long Last God, Kubera, story art by Kurigam, season 3, episode 185, The Other Side, part 3. And there's all Ganhavra's little hentai tentacles. Aren't you sick of this, Gandhavra? How are you ever going to hit me if you're so slow? He's not trying. You need him in the face. You're just wasting your energy with all this fighting. You blocked it with ice? Oh. I don't think so. You know what's kind of crazy though? If for more action focused chapters where there's a lot more action, there's less reading, so like the live reactions were gonna go much faster. I do think that well, somebody told me this and I don't know if I don't even agree, even though I can't even disprove it, but they told me that Kubera as a weekly experience is not as great as a bulk binge read. But I have a hard time believing that if I was reading the Weight of Time weekly, that shit would have been dope. So Gandhavra's ice is going crazy. They're like coming from the ground and sectioning off into these like little, I don't know, I can't explain it, but it looks cool. And she's kind of shocked. Are you okay, Aravata? Oh, yeah, I just let my guard down for a sec. Haha, he's taking this really seriously. He's probably only here for fun. I thought it would be better not to take it so seriously. Have you heard of fusion transcendentals? Those are like combo skills that gods use together, right? Only one person needs to be a god. You don't necessarily need to be a god to do it. I know you don't like the idea of helping a god, but you think I care about that right now? Just tell me what I have to do. I like her. She raw. I'm with it, man. Why all the good Sura gone? Like, see this Gandhi guy? We don't need him. Get him out of here. He ain't it, man. Beep, beep, beep. Ooh, that transcendental value? Yep. Check this out. Can you believe that transcendental value? How's that even possible? Look, this could be important discovery to our research. Okay, let me see this. Oh, what's that shit? Hey! See, interplanetary? Like, this shit is coming up into space. These are stars, are they not? Oh my god, man. This shit is so raw. I wonder what they're actually doing, though. That was amazing. Gandhavra, you might go down as the first... as one of the... Wait. Gandhavra, you might just go down in history as one of the first of the early kings to die. Why did you try to attack in a place where you can't even fully certify? I won't lose to some god and his assistant. Just give up and go away. I know you must be embarrassed, so I won't tell anyone. Shut up. Hey, Don't get yourself killed over a joke. What do you stand to gain from this? Crack, crack. Why does he look like that? Did it break? Did something break? Huh? He's really... Oh, no, he's mad, I guess. It's a purple ice something comes up from the ground. I didn't think you'd take it this far. That's enough, everyone. I'll take him with me. Screw off, Ananta. I'm not going any... He's the strongest for a reason. He said, bitch, I ain't go. He said, sleep. Shut up, Gandhi. Anyways, I'll take him. I'm gonna be out. You know what I'm saying? I need to see more of him. I know he's that dude. I need to see more of him. I know he's that dude. That's funny. Oh, I hope I see him bully that nigga for years. Don't tell Sagar I came here with you. Phew, I'm glad he came to take him away. Can you imagine how much of a diplomatic problem it would have caused something to happen to Gandavra? Kinara would have probably nagged me about it for like 500 years. She's been so determined to save her allies lately. What about the humans, huh? Have you considered forming an alliance with the humans? Oh. First of all, I like this panel, so I'm print screen saving this. I didn't really think he me. You're not me, dog. I'm the original. I was born first in this universe. Stop copying my swag. Only thing is, I think I'd be a water elemental. We finally found it. The last thing we need for our weapon. With this, we'll be able to create a unstoppable weapon. Now we just need to capture some wind. The treaty. Oh, she said work with the humans. You got a wind attribute. Airavata. Come on, dude. I already know what's about to happen. Oh, wait, she said no. Why not? With your knowledge, we could totally do this. We've been making this frame with the Rakshasas the whole time anyway. What's wrong with catching a few more to finish the project? The ones we used so far were Rakshasas who died attacking humans. Using the Rakshasas is a completely different matter. For the advancement of science, I say, and fuck all that morality. Kidnap one of them motherfuckers, put him under a lab in a microscope, dissect, and do what you gotta do. But they're murderers that exist to kill and destroy. You said Rakshasas just do what Nastikas tell them. We can't call them murderers when they have no choice but to follow orders. Maybe they're just like us. You're still living in a different world. That day 1,000 years ago, you and I and 600,000 other people died. Most of them were never reborn. Only 100 of us were lucky enough to be reborn. While our dead companions have been living countless lives over and over the universe, waiting to get revenge for the last 1,000 years, you've been living in a complete different world from us. You were lucky enough to be born as a servant to a god in your first reborn life. Thanks to that, you have the most powerful ally a person could ask for. In every life, you visited the God realm, so you've practically lived there. Until finally you even ended up getting engaged. Meanwhile, he's spitting though. Meanwhile, our less fortunate companions have been attacked and killed by the Suras again and again. Many of them haven't even been lucky to give it a second chance at life. Every time you talk about nonsense like trying to talk to the Suras, do you have any idea how it makes us feel? I'm sorry, it's just sometimes they don't have a say in what they do, so I feel like it's a bit unfair to approach them only with unconditional resentment and a desire for revenge. She's just operating from a place of more knowledge because she's amongst the gods, and she's probably heard them speak about the things that they may be useful for, and how their society, if you want to call it that, works, how the hierarchy works, how might makes right works in the Sura realm and things of that nature. So she's just kind of operating from a place of non-ignorance where most humans would be. So I'm not shocked to hear her say this. I don't think she's wrong to say this, but again, no one's trying to hear that. Like, we're not trying to hear that. You're not here. You're not seeing it. You're not going through the deaths. You feel me? So I understand the frustrations that they're having. I think that it's fair to voice that. How do you know whether they didn't have a choice or whether they enjoyed it? Even if they were just following orders, does that mean we should feel worse for them than our own people who have died? You're strange. They've killed you before, and yet you feel sorry for them. It's almost like you're closer to him than us. I remember the day we were destroyed. You were so happy to be reunited with someone you knew for 40 years. And right before our world was destroyed, you let another outsider in the tower. A complete stranger you had never even mentioned before, yet you introduced him as your friend. Uh-oh, what's going on here? The researchers are supposed to treat each other equally regardless of age or past lives. I want you to be more respectful and don't use someone's past life against them. Oh, look, another betrothal this year. Fine, forget about it. Since we were once close, I won't bother you about it anymore. Unlike us who have become cynical. Man. Listen, I heard a lot about cynicism that I really like. It says if you're a true cynic, you move past cynicism. You doubt your doubts. I'll never get over that line. That's me in a nutshell. Unlike us who have become so cynical after going through such a hard life, you seem to have maintained the purity of that day by the God's side. No wonder you think differently from us. Still, do me one favor. If you have even the slightest bit of conscience and guilt, at least use that human compassion of yours to fight for us. To be continued. I really like that. I like that chapter. That was really good. I really like that conversation that they were having because it's real. It reminds me of just one of those things where it's like somebody who's kind of socialized and constantly stuck in the same world in their own bubble, echo chamber, whatever the case may be. They're gonna have a certain view, but somebody who was in that environment that was able to quote unquote, let's just say, kind of go up. Maybe socially, economically, and all of that, and they've seen kind of greener pastures or something different, or just have a better understanding because they've experienced this world and this world. The way that they're going to come back and talk to people who've only experienced one thing, it's going to be different. You're going to have a clash of ideals and lifestyles and maybe a little bit of socialization because maybe you haven't spent so much time away from, quote-unquote, the hood, if you will. You're going to have a different outlook on life. So it was interesting to see that ideal clash. But I honestly, I'm not going to lie to you. Well, I think that she has a point with the Suras and speaking about their way of life and still trying to go about things a certain way because I think there's still that respect for Maruna, as some Suras did try to protect humanity. He's right. You can't fiddle the line and play both sides. You got as a leader, you gotta just pick one, and decide for you to pick as a human is to protect the people and humanity over the Suras. If that means Suras gotta die for humanity to live, I think that's the decision you should make as a leader. I don't think it's fair, especially for what they've gone through and what you've gone through is not fair. Or else, if this is how you feel, you should step down from that type of leadership position and let other people make that kind of choice. Whether you want to be a consultant or not, be around. But yeah, that's good. The chapter, like a 9 out of 10 for me. We'll be back. Let's set part 4 for next week, I think. But yeah, that was good. See you guys down the road. More Kubera content to come.
In my drugs, pour it in my cup, sitting in my darkness with my ghouls, we pouring up. I don't really give a fuck, I don't really have a say. You tell me that I suck, I tell you